a week in my life as a fashion designer here in Ghana. So stay tuned. It is a blessing to be working from home. When you work from home, like, there is advantages of it and disadvantages of it, but to me, I think I'm letting the advantages way more than the disadvantages. So here in this section, there was me opening the shop. Sometimes when I come early from the house, I actually open the shop, or sometimes the students that's opening the shop. But here in this section, I was the one that came to open the shop on the Monday. This week was extremely packed week for me. I had a lot of things to catch up on, so I had to make sure that things were done in order so that I wouldn't have any issues with anyone. I wouldn't have any kind of disturbances and stuff like that. So here in this section, I was actually bringing all the mannequins out, locking out the tables. If you could remember this table was actually inside the shop. When I was giving you updates about my shop, this was actually inside it. But when the people and students were going, workers were going, I had to make sure that the table comes outside, and then I could actually use boot shop for the production of stuff and things like that. So here in this section, I was actually making sure that things are done. Here the students were in, making sure that cleanings and other things were being taken care of. And one thing I'm extremely proud of these students is the fact that they do not wait for the person in charge of sweeping should come before they start the sweeping. Whoever comes starts, so that when the person comes later on, the person come and then continue with that. And I really love this teamwork that they do. It's kind of a group of people, so definitely there will be issues sometimes, but I love the bond and how they work in accordance and how they teach themselves, like how they relate to themselves. I'm super extremely this was the next day, and I was preparing to go to town to get some materials and tools I needed for production. Mondays are basically to wrap up and get things. Are Tuesdays when the need for me to get some things, I try to go out and get the things. So here in this section, I was actually preparing to go to town. I put my wig on. Yep, sometimes I just have to do that. So this is me basically going check. It's not gonna work for you. Nobody can equal me. No. I got into my choski, my chocho, and then here actually is a safo. So here I got to a doom. I needed to buy some fabrics that were needed, and also I had to head off to go to KJTR to get some beading supplies. Here I was actually at KJTR, so I went to Baba's place to get some beading supplies. I didn't go to Stargirl's place. I went to Baba's place to get some beading supplies and look around. Some clients also needed some things to be sent to them outside Ghana, so I actually came to purchase some things that had to be sent to them through DHL. Yes, so here I was actually looking at the things that I needed to purchase for them. I was checking their list and making sure that the things they needed, I was actually getting everything, and inquiries I had to make so that they could actually make payments and stuff like that were also being done here in this section. So it's not like I just sew and stuff like that. Actually, if you're not here in Ghana, or if you're even here in Ghana and I have to go around places like this and there is a need for you to purchase something, it has to be sent to you, I do take advantage of that and also purchase it and deliver them to people that had to be there. But delivery fee is on them. If when you can't come and I'm going to town, why not? So here in this section, I was actually also heading to the shop to make sure that things were in line and everything was cool. So after buying the things as usual, if you see me in car sitting like this, then it means that I'm actually on my phone making sure edits and stuff like that are being done. The last time I did that, I lost my phone though, so it's quite not a good advice. So here I had to make sure that this dress was ready. So to set up everything, that was basically the next day. To set up everything that had to be done, I had to make sure that my bullets were in. My pins for the production was in. So that was what I was doing, filling up my pin cushion, which was done by myself here in this section. So here I started the cutting of the pageant dress, and this is what you can see. This lace is extremely beautiful. And yes, if you want us to take care of any of your sewing needs, kindly let me know. If you're not here in Ghana, you're outside Ghana, and you love to purchase any of beads, materials and stuff like that, you're not getting somewhere you are, you can definitely hit me up and I'll be super willing to make surely buy them for you. So after the cutting, there was how it was looking like. And here, this is how I was actually working at that around the flare section. So like I was saying, if you would love for me to purchase some things for you, just hit me up. If when I'm going to town, I'll just let you know I'm leaving today, so I can get your things for you and send them to you wherever you are. So let me know, and then we will start from there. So here in this section, I had to make sure that I was applying all the techniques I had to apply, because the sketch that was being done had to come out. And this was how the dress was coming out to look like after. This was the first fitting. I had to do some alterations in it, but this was it. This is a pageantry dress, and this is how it was looking like. And she really loved it. This is how it was looking like.
Feeling like I'm fresh out boost. If they want the drama, got the hose. The whole crew to the cruise ship. Doing shit you don't even see in movies. Ride with me, boss. I got a hard hand for her ass up. She want the last name with the ring on it. Cause I pulled out $1 million cash, told her blank on it.
This was also something she wanted. Headpiece was done by me. Necklace, everything that the lady has on was done by me. This is actually positive. If you were creative, you get to do more things that you want to do. So here in this section, this is a typical behind the scenes of how production really goes. Okay, my students have hands-on on things we are doing. If there is a need for them to learn something, because they are inclusive with it, I just explain it to them. This and this and this and this and this is why you're doing this. This is why you are doing that. When this comes up, this is how you're supposed to handle it and stuff like that. This is a completely hands-on, practical, educative sections that I hold with them, and they come on like Monday to Saturdays, 7:30 to 5 o'clock maximum, and sometimes 6 o'clock when the need arises. But when you join such a firm like this, you get to learn how to do the work, not just learning how to write the notes and read the books. You know, pattern drafting are being taught, because most of our production works are being actually freehand sketched on our brown papers before they are taken onto the fabrics and stuff like that. You know, so when it comes to that manipulation of things to get your results is something that I'm really conversant with. So when you have issues, you come to me, I explain to you this and this and this and this. They do have books where they keep all their records and everything that has to be done in. If you learn something new, you pick your book, you write it down. When the need arises, I ask you questions, why you did this, how you did that. That is it. So here in this section, I was actually fixing my hair. This pony was actually done by my friend Beatrice, and I loved it so much. It saved me a whole lot of time. You know, when things are intense like this, you just can't go to the salon to fix your hair, because people are coming for their dresses. And as a fashion designer or as an entrepreneur, client first, you don't want to have any issues with clients. So I maneuver my way around things to make sure things are done. And these are some of the things I do. Either I fix my own hair, put on wigs when I'm going to town, or I just find a way to just handle the whole, pressure and stress in a long way. And this was what I did. I actually made sure I applied the glue and such on my hair. I forgot the name of it. I applied to my hair, and then I get a pony. And one crazy thing about my hair is when I perm it takes a whole lot of time before it goes back. Okay, and I have a very light hair, so when I perm it, when I braid it right after perming, it looks so weird. It's so awkward. Yes, so this is a typical Saturday. This is the last day of the week. Yep. So here in this section, yeah, I think 2 students really don't come on Saturdays. I think I have 3 students that are on top up. One is actually a Muslim. They think of things like they do other stuff on Saturdays. So our time and schedules are quite flexible to suit your own time. And here, this was a party section. Going to town, messy hair, everything. I needed to give myself a treat. After the clients came for their dresses and everything was intact, I had to give myself a treat. So around like 9 o'clock, I ordered for my pizza, pipe pizza. I really enjoyed this pizza. You know, I ordered for it. I don't like onions, so no onions attached. When it came, they had no onions. I actually ordered for it on Global, and I had it like no onions. It was just so perfect. And this was the day. It was done. So here in this section, and this is a typical, you know, how I end the day. I close the doors, and then as you can see here, I'm actually in my house. So I walk just a few inches, or let's say a few feet away, and then I get to the house, which is quite really exciting. Hello, thank you very much for watching till this section. I really appreciate it. Kisses, XOXO. Bye bye.